It's Sunday. That means it's time for the Natural Roots Hair Show. In case you haven't realized, Christmas is only a month and a few days away. The party scene has already intensified, so we naturals need to get our prep on. We have a little something for you. Watch this. With us now is stylist Andreen, owner of Hair Extreme inside New Kingston Business Center. She'll be telling us a little bit about the hairstyles. Hi Andreen, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Now tell me about the first hairstyle. I think it was Sasha?
Sasha is all natural. And I think with all natural hairstyles now, there's a lot of craze going on about. But what is the problem with a lot of persons with natural hairstyles is that they don't know that there are alternative measures. Now, what we did with Sasha, we shampooed her. She was previously hydrated 2 weeks ago, and so we shampooed her, and what we gave her was a silk press. And then we went in and we did some spirals on her, and we just interchanged the styles in between to give her two different looks.
I noticed you said hydrate. So obviously it is very important to hydrate before you use press.
Yes, no. Our hydration is a little bit different though from the regular just putting on topical products. As a trichologist, the optimum thing for me is the care of one's hair. And so at any situation, anytime at all, whatever I'm doing, the aim is to keep the hair as healthy as it is possible. So our hydration is actually done with a machine.
And Tasha needed a nice mohawk kind of thing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, for Tasha, she didn't come in with a specific idea as to what she wanted. But one of the things with hairstyles is that you look for critical influencing factors. And those sometimes are simply head shape, facial shape, neckline and stuff like that. So once I took a look at Sasha, I decided that, with all her nice features, natural features, of course, a mohawk would actually suit her. There are several ways to do a mohawk, and for Tasha, it was a quick fix. Basically, what I did was to just use like 4 rubber bands, separate her hair in 4 quarters, left a Mohican section right there at the top to give her that and then we just went in and we created the mohawk. We prepared Tashan as well, but what I did with Tashan, she said that she shampooed her hair 1 week ago, so what I gave her was a co-wash. So I gave her a co-wash, and then we went into doing our blow drying and a silk out.
And Tamika?
And for Tamika now, Tamika is one of our unpredictable clients. Now, Tamika's hair is way more than you'd see at the beginning. And so I think Tamika is going to be our most elated client, because Tamika is just blown away by the fact that she actually has long hair and she doesn't have short hair. Now, hair texture plays an intricate role in that because, whether it is from type 1 to type 5, different curl pattern says different thing. And so, like for myself, my hair that you see now is not my hair that you'll see later if I put a blow dryer too, because obviously it's going to stretch it out. So she came in previously shampoo, so what we went in and did, we went in and just gave her a little bit of twist to the side. We decided to put some chiny bumps, or Nubian knots as they call it now, in it with a little crinkle and curl, just to give her a little bit of wave pattern to it so that it would not have been too tight, since her hair is relatively tight. And so that's what we did with our 3 models.
So for the 3 models, how do they maintain this hairstyle or their hair as naturals?
Well, like for Sasha, normally if she wears it straight, if she wears a silk press and wears it straight, it normally lasts her 2 weeks. Normally she just does a wrap with that. For our second model, she can put a silk cap over her hair. She can tie it if she wants, and it will still keep it in place. For our third model now, what she probably could do is to just go in back and roll those Nubian knots during the nights or over a 2-day period, and she'll still keep that kink and that fluff in it. So she can maintain it for over a week or 2 week period if she chooses to.
And any tip you leave with them as they go forward?
Tips is a wide thing, you know. It depends on the individual. It depends on what kind of product you choose to use on your hair, because there are some products that are very, very harsh on the hair, and there are some products that are very, very moisturizing. So, when you think about natural hair and how you want to care your hair, one size doesn't fit all. So sometimes you have to be careful of how you choose your shampoo. You have to know when to do your moisturizing as to when to do your clarifying and stuff like that. So even though you have natural hair, one of the optimum thing to do is to always ensure to include your stylist. I know that persons tend to think that having natural hair means easy flow. Having natural hair is big work, is way bigger work than even when you have relaxed or processed hair. So for those persons who are tending to go natural because they think it's a cheaper way out, it's the most expensive way out. Natural hair takes three times the amount of moisturizer that a relaxed hair would have taken. It takes 3 times the amount of shampoo depending on the length. It takes 3 times the amount of conditioner. It takes 3 times the amount of time to get it done if you're not having a professional deal with that natural hair. So whilst we want to cut back and we know that economical constraint and all is all around us, but you still need your stylist.
So don't think that you can get away by going natural, going the cheaper way, and think that you don't need a stylist. You need a stylist. Okay. So, Andrine, tell me. Of course, you know, Christmas is like just around the corner and the party scene is really increasing. How, as naturals, we can, you know, beef up our styles to be in the in crowd.
But as you'll be seeing on camera, natural hair is very, very flexible. Persons tend to think that natural hair is very difficult and you can't do much with it. Anything that you can do with a relaxed head of hair, you can do the same thing with natural hair. And so I think that the clips will tell it all to show that their natural hair is versatile, it's flexible, and it can be just as sassy as any relaxed head of hair.
You can wear the hairstyles to the party and away from the party. That's what you're saying?
Definitely. One of the other things too, I think a lot of females are of the impression that if you don't wear extensions, if you don't have long hair in your back, then you're less than a woman. That's too far-fetched from the truth. A woman should be confident in herself, confident enough, and going out on a date is it could be a first date. You know, one of the good thing would be is to ensure that you keep yourself in very good form for your first date. If weaves are going to be the ones that are going to make you confident, then you can wear your weaves and be confident. If you have your natural hair and that is what makes you confident, then you can go ahead and be confident with the natural. But for my natural sisters, now a lot of people realize that I'm very, very flexible. I'll be short today and I'll be long tomorrow, but that is what natural hair gives you. It gives you that flexibility to do what you want when you want. So since Christmas is coming around, there's a lot of natural hairstyles out there and a lot of things that natural sisters can do. So don't feel like you're going to be bombarded with putting in extensions and anything. You can be just as flexible as you want.
Thank you, Andrine. Of course, you heard it from Andrine herself here at Hair Extreme. So, of course, coming up in the show, we have NAHC's annual trade show and expo.